Stay in touch with us on Facebook and Instagram at Unique Yet Connected. You are now listening to the 53rd episode of Unique Yet Connected podcast. The theme for this episode is the hidden world that revolves around love.
As individuals and as a culture, our chance for happiness depends on our ability to decipher the hidden world that revolves invisibly, improbably, inexorably around love.
Hello, brilliant souls in and around the world. Nolitha Fenton is my name. Dolokas is my clan name, and this is episode 53. A warm welcome to Unique Yet Connected podcast. And as always, Kinga and Nick are on the other side of the virtual. Over to you, Kings.
Thank you, Nolly. Hello, dear listeners and co-editors. I am Kinga Silali. And as we have established in these codependent series, that people can exhibit codependency in different ways and at varying levels.
Thank you for joining our movement of translating this wisdom of systemic family constellations into a practical language that all of us can easily understand and implement in our daily lives.
We started our conversation about the 4 development phases of romantic relationships by reading a quote from the book of General Theory of Love. This is the quote we started the episode with, but let me reread it. As individuals and as a culture, our chance for happiness depends on our ability to decipher a hidden world that revolves invisibly, improbably, inexorably around love. And only you ask me, what does it mean that your chance for happiness depends on your ability to decipher a hidden word that revolves invisibly, improbably, inexorably around love? I wonder if you have started to shape an answer to your own question.
No, it's still mind-boggling, Kings. Let's just say it is safe to say I'm still shaping it.
It is our life mission to decipher what is love. What is human connection? We are born to experiment and learn about this, so this is our main thing in this life. Connection is where our biggest growth lies, so you are 100% right. I think we're gonna work with this one sentence through our whole life. We have also talked about it, how it is beneficial to our relationships to widen our perspective and what ways the systemic constellation work helps us to do exactly that.
Yes, that alters our perception to deepen our intimacy and connection in our relationships.
In constellation work, whatever you work with is a projection of what is already inside you. Inside you is a picture, knowledge, wisdom, loyalty, and a connection to what we work with. A connection to all who came before you. When you set up a constellation, you allow this inner wisdom to show itself. You start to see what was invisible to you. Your new reality is created because your perception changed. You are ready for a positive reconnection with the past. Love and respect are the biggest helpers of yours in changing your perception. You want to change for someone you love, which means you are open to changing your perception for someone you love. With constellation work, you are not attempting to change the events that happen to you. There is no need to say that even though someone has done this horrible thing to you, now you are going to love and forgive this person. What you are saying is that the system through this person might have given you something, a gift, which you haven't realized and appreciated before.
It is so tempting, right, to want to change the events that happen when you're in a constellation session. I must say, I know that feeling very well. That is a wise way of looking at it, Kings. That is why we call it the wisdom of systemic family constellation. I truly enjoyed the first 28 episodes about the laws of love, and I've grown since started the series. And I took my gift of belonging in my family system. I now know that I am part of the system and not the system itself. And that has freed me. And dear listener, it can be tempting. You can want to be the system itself, like I was at the beginning of this work. And I honor everybody in my family system and in my system as a whole, both my mom and my father's system. And I've claimed my rightful place in my family system. I'm in my rightful place as we speak. I am focusing on my story. I've honored my parents' and ancestors' fate by giving back family burdens. I feel lighter since I've started doing the work. I also forgot what I've seen concerning my parents' relationship. I've shifted a lot of things from the episodes and the constellation sessions and our workshops. So, in this new series, we started to delve into the deeper levels of intimacy.
Yes, in this new chapter, we are looking into romantic love and marriage on the deepest level. The intention for this series to bring into your relationship the gift of the knowing intimacy instead of unfulfilled yearning.
Kings, would you please remind us of the specific things that we can point out in ourselves that reflect unfulfilled yearnings?
When you pick up that your normal state is constant unhappiness towards the way your relationship is, it shows you that there is an unfulfilled yearning in you. This unfulfilled yearning actually led you to choose your partner in the first place. But is it possible for an inner void, a hole, to be filled by another person? Are you ever able to fill a bottomless hole for someone? If you are playing a blaming game in your relationship, then you are more than probably carrying around some unfulfilled yearnings. The blaming game means when you get stuck in a relationship full of accusation and don't look to the root cause of your unhappiness.
Oh my gosh, just thinking about what's happening in my life right now. So, you've asked important questions here, King. Can an inner void, a hole, ever be filled by another person? And knowing what I know now, I can absolutely say no, not at all. Can you ever fill a bottomless hole for someone? No one can ever fill a bottomless hole for someone. One cannot even do it for their own children. I remember some of the blame games I've played. There was a reflection moment there. Kings, what does fulfilled intimacy look like in a romantic relationship or marriage?
When you accept that there is a lot more than what catches the eye in driving your behaviors and expectations, leading to a happy or unhappy life, and as it is true to you, it is also true to your partner, or maybe you can accept this, that we also all bring a whole family history and relations into our marriage. The unseen triggers, expectations, and yearnings will stay hidden and uncontrollably and unstoppably drive us to exhaustion and the exhaustion of our relationship. To reach fulfilled intimacy, you have to be brave enough to get intimate with your own rules that shape your idea about romantic relationship.
You are still listening to episode 53. The theme is the hidden world that revolves around love. Remember, when you comment, ask questions, like and share our content and links, you help us grow together and change lives together. Like us on Facebook and on Instagram. You just spoke about intimacy with our own roots that shape our idea about romantic relationships, and I love that. And you also said the unseen triggers and expectations and yearnings will stay hidden and uncontrollably and unstoppably they drive us to exhaustion and the exhaustion of our relationship. My mind is boggled by how they can stay hidden yet uncontrollable and unstoppable. How does this happen, King?
Exactly because they are unseen by you, they are able to wreck your relationships. As soon as you bring them to light, understand and accept them, I even dare to say to start to love them, that is when they change from being uncontrollable, unstoppable in damaging your relationship to an unstoppable support. Why would you love them? Because they were there trying to protect you from pain. It is not their fault that the protection was actually not in your best interest.
So you can say these are safety measures that arise in us at the time of trauma or post-trauma. They were there to protect us, or we put up our guards. So what you're saying to me now, we can love them if we look at them in that context.
Yes, by love I mean acceptance. You often see that when you try to do your best and what you believe is the best for another person, you end up unintentionally hurting the other person. The reason behind the triggers might not be something that you can see even when you are consciously looking for it. It is something which has to be uncovered. And I'm using this word deliberately. When you uncover something, it is something that was always there, but it was concealed from you. The protection covered it from you because what was under is assumed to be painful. When you look at a 60 years old misbehaving person, you will not be able to love this person. When you look behind his age and uncover that the pain comes from the mistreated small child inside him, then you can love him in an empathetic way, compassionate way, accepting way.
It takes quite a lot to get there, but it is possible. I know it is. And on that note, on having an older person misbehaving, definitely not an easy one to understand. And you also said in order to reach a state of fulfilled intimacy, we need to be brave enough. What do you mean when you say we must be intimate with our own roots?
That would be utilizing the incredible benefits of the systemic family constellation to be able to uncover these triggers, to get intimate with their origins, to be able to let them go in the most gentle way.
So to uncover the truth is going deep into the roots of your family system and see what it says about the patterns or symptoms.
Yes, to allow the system to heal and release what was locked inside it and was stopping the flow of life. You don't need to know the actual events to be able to do this. It's a transformation process in the most gentle way. Doing the exercises from the previous episodes will help you to accept your triggers. Systemic constellation works because you change your relationship with the triggers. This change comes from your heart, and with that, you are able to release them from your body and the mind.
Thank you, Kings, for the exercises. They really helped me shift a lot of patterns in my life and in my relationships. And I'm also seeing the change in the relationship with my triggers. So, dear listener, this is it from this episode once again. We'd like to keep them longer, but to keep the conversation going, please do ask questions and share your thoughts with us and comment on the episode.
Thank you for your contribution in helping us to be chosen into the top 10 South Africa Family Podcast by FeedSpot. Join our monthly virtual connection circle every last Tuesday evening of the month. To receive your links, subscribe on our website www.uniqueyetconnected.com or check for updates on our socials at uniqueyetconnected.
In the next episode, we'll explore a theme that is it a relationship that makes us human?
If you feel like you are experiencing limiting patterns or relationship issues and would like to have an individual session, book a family constellation session with us on our website www.uniqueyetconnected.com or on socials, Facebook or Instagram. Our handle on both platforms are @uniqueyetconnected.
A big thank you to you for listening to our episode and to Nick Mons from That Guide Production for making us sound fabulous and on point. Episode 54 is in 2 weeks' time from now. Tune in on the 1st of September 2024 from 10 a.m. South African Standard Time. For links and updates, Stay tuned to our Facebook and Instagram pages at Unique Yet Connected. Unique spelled YOUNIQUE. Stay unique, stay connected, and remember you are one of a kind, and we can only create a really meaningful podcast together. Siyabulela, Kosonom. Till the next episode.
Thank you, Siyabulela, Kosonom.